Hello everyone, today I'm going to give you a brief demo of the Hoover Clone app which I have done in this semester for the course Accessible Computing under Dr. Vinod Namudri. And the idea is simple. In this app, the rider taps on the app when they want to go somewhere, and the nearby driver is alerted of that rider, which in our case is disabled person, and then goes and pick them up. So basically it gives me an opportunity to merge the backend server, which in my case is PaaS server, the instance of the Amazon Web Services cloud storage, and I will map that with the Google Map APIs. So these are the two most powerful aspects of my mobile app which will work together. So as you can see on my screen, on the left hand side is the uh, Android phone emulator, which comes default by the Android Studio, which is a tool for my project. And on the right hand side is my personal Samsung Galaxy S7, which again is the Android version 6.0.1. So first of all, let me compile the code one by one on both of the devices. So first of all, I am compiling on my personal Samsung mobile. As you can see, the API is still in progress. And now as you can see, the app, Hoover app, and now I will again run the code, and this time I will run the code on my simulator, which is Nexus 4 API 23. So on the right side I will log in with the rider, and on the left hand side I will log in through the driver mode. So before starting, I will walk you through the 5 steps, out of which the first step is the PaaS server setup, which I will show you. So basically I have created an account on the Amazon Web Services, and as you can see, this is my instance. Like this is and my instance is running. So I have connected the PaaS server through SSH connection. This is my Bitnami PaaS server, and which contains the database, which is MongoDB, and these are all the credentials which I have used in my Android Studio project setup. Apart from that, I have used Google APIs. Google APIs, let me show you. I have used 3 Google Map APIs for my project, which are Map SDK for Android, and then Places API, and then Directions API. So as you can see, my project Hoover Clone over here, and the 3 keys, the API keys associated with those APIs, I have used them in my Android Studio project. So let's get started. Okay, let me show you the PaaS server. So this is my PaaS server dashboard. There are so many sessions of the drivers and riders which I've used in the past in order to process the request. So right now, as you can see, there is one request. Okay, let me delete this request so that I can show you the live demo. So I have deleted this request, and now let's log in into the app in the driver mode. So when the driver logins, so as you can see, there is no active request right now. So what I will do, I will add 2 random requests with anonymous user login. So for instance, this username, and I will add the location of that user, for instance 37.8888 and 97.7777, and similarly I will add one more request with anonymous another username, and then I will update the location of that user, like 37.99 and 97.1111. So as you can see, I have added 2 requests which I can track in my driver app. So if I refresh, I can see 2 requests as similar. The third request I will initiate from my rider mode. So I will log in as a rider, and then I will this is the location of the rider, as you can see, and I will call an Uber. So once this request has been initiated, if I refresh the driver mode, I can see now there are 3 requests. So the first request is the most nearer, so I will accept this request. And the moment, as you can see, it can clearly show the 2 markers which I have used of different colors in order to show the driver and the rider location. Once I accept this request, it can start navigating the driver to reach to the rider location. So now if I refresh the rider mode again, it clearly shows that the driver is 29.5 miles away. Now what I will do is, if you can see, I will refresh the server and it shall show me the 3 requests. And as you can see, the first request which I have initiated just now with the rider app has been accepted, and as you can see, the username of driver as well as the rider. So now what I will do is, I will do a little bit cheating. What I will do is, I will manually change the latitude and the longitude according to the customer's location, as I know the customer's location. So what I will do is, okay, let me also show the rider app simultaneously. So what I will do is, I will change the latitude longitude in accordance to like the customer's location, like 2777 and 37.7777. So once I will update the location, as you can see, the white dot of the driver has closed, which is the driver's location, has moved close to the rider's location. So now as you can see, it has been refreshed, and you can see that the driver is just now 3.6 miles away. So the driver location is the blue point which is being redirected by the map, and the red location is the rider location. So now I will put the latitude longitude more nearer to the location, like 7222 and 97.2777. Now if I will update the as you can see, the white dot in the left side has moved more close to the rider location, and now as you can see, the driver in the rider side is just 0.3 miles away. Now I will put the immediate same latitude and longitude, 37.62 and 2786. And once I will put this, as you can see, the driver is here. So driver has reached the location, and once then the rider is again, the call an Uber button, as you can see, it displayed at the moment the driver is here. So now the rider, if want, can call an Uber again in his app. So this was the demo which I showed you, and I used the Android server setup, Android Studio. These are all the my scripts, like main activity, rider activity, starter application, and then I use the Google Maps API, which I can show you. These are the Google Maps APIs in which I've used the keys, and these are the layout scripts, like activity of driver location and all the layouts which I have done. And apart from that, the manifest, Android manifest.xml file, which I have used in this project. So yeah, this was the demo to show how my app works. Unfortunately, I didn't have 2 screens over here in my class setup, so I had to simulate this environment in order to show my setup parallelly along the both sides of the rider as well as the driver. Thank you very much.